Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm making this quick video to report on some crazy news that just came in a couple hours ago. The UFC have parted ways with Usada. Usada, the anti-doping agency that ensures that all athletes are clean and not on any performance-enhancing drugs before competition. This is crazy. You know, Usada has been heavily involved in legitimizing the sport. Dana White's always had positive things to say about them, and we all know why the UFC is cutting ties with them. They have been very strict in reincorporating the star UFC fighter Conor McGregor back into competition. They've said he needs to at least be in the testing pool for 6 months, and he needs to have, you know, at least 2 negative tests. And this has really pissed the UFC off. So from January 2024, the UFC will no longer be with Usada. But I will read Usada's official statement on their website for you. And it goes like this. We can confirm that Conor McGregor has re-entered the Usada testing pool as of Sunday, October 8th. We have been clear and firm with the UFC that there should be no exception given to the UFC for McGregor to fight until he has returned 2 negative tests and been in the pool for 6 months. The rules also allow Usada to keep someone in the testing pool longer before competing based on declarations upon entry in the pool and testing results. Unfortunately, we do not currently know whether the UFC will ultimately honor the 6-month or longer requirement, because as of January 1st, 2024, crucial dates, Usada will no longer be involved with the UFC anti-doping program. Despite a positive and productive meeting about a contract renewal in May 2023, UFC did an about-face, essentially U-turned, and informed Usada on Monday, October 9th, that it was going in a different direction. We are disappointed for the UFC athletes who are independent contractors and rely on our independent gold standard global program to protect their rights to a clean, safe and fair octagon. The UFC's move imperils the immense progress that was made within the sport under Usada's leadership. The relationship between Usada and UFC became untenable given the statements made by the UFC leaders and other questioning Usada's principled stance that McGregor not be allowed to fight without being in the testing pool for at least 6 months. One UFC commentator echoed this, recently declaring that Usada should not oversee the UFC program since we held firm to the 6-month rule involving McGregor, and since we do not allow fighters without an approved medical basis to use performance-enhancing drugs like experimental unapproved peptides or testosterone for healing injuries simply to get back into the octagon. That is a very, very interesting point. They're almost insinuating that maybe McGregor used some doping to heal from his nasty leg break that took place during the Dustin Poirier 3 fight. So interesting wording there by Usada. Fighters' long-term healthy and safety, in addition to a fair and level playing field, are more important to Usada than short-term profits at the expense of clean athletes. Usada is proud of the work we've done over the past 8 years to clean up the UFC, and will continue to provide our unparalleled service to the UFC athletes through the remainder of our current contract, which ends at the end of 2023. As always, we'll continue to uphold the rights and voices of clean athletes in all sport. Oh my goodness. MMA fans, fight fans, sport fans, what the hell do we make of this? So it seems like the UFC were unhappy with Usada's strict stance on Conor McGregor's re-entry into the testing pool, and as a result they have cut ties. Obviously Conor McGregor is a big money draw. All of UFC's major pay-per-views ever have all featured Conor McGregor. He's guaranteed to bring over 1 million pay-per-views, so it makes sense that they were upset with Usada's ruling. But damn, that is a blow, because we're never going to have the same confidence in the UFC's anti-doping program if they were willing to fire Usada or end Usada's contract simply because of a strict stance on their star fighter. I personally think this is terrible for MMA. You know, this is the one sport including boxing, kickboxing, just combat sports as a whole, where you want clean athletes. It's only fair. But folks, let me know if I'm overreacting. Let me know in the comments below what you make out of this whole situation. It's absolutely nuts. But that's all I have for you today. Until next time, I hope you have a good one. Cheers.